What's going on, guys? Good morning. On a 1987 IROC Z01 6.2 supercharged engine LSA. It's coming soon, shortly. I also own a 2000 Mustang. What I'm going to be doing with that is going to get turned into a new edge style of a GT 500 Super Stink 2013. Make it a Terminator Stink. First, word of God. At Matthew 23, do as I say, not as I do. We're expected to be role models and following the life of Christ. That's pretty much self-explanatory. See what other people doing on TV. What's right in the Bible. Do the words of God. Take home. Give this video. Give this video 100 big old American bald eagle thumbs up, guys. Bald Eagles. Hashtag Bald Eagles. Let's do it. American Bald Eagles come out here. Give a big thumbs up for America. Thumbs up for Bald Eagles. Thumbs up for yee. Hashtag Dragon Z01. Hashtag Third Gen Z01. Hashtag Dragon. Yee. Alright, now listen up, guys. You guys have been asking about this for a while. What I'm going to do is without any further ado, show you of how much it costs to, if you want to do it yourself, how much is it going to cost you to make your own Dragon ZL1. Let's go. Let's get her done. So what's going on, guys? What's up? Here to bring you another video. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to start with the exterior, then interior, around, and the goodies. We're going to start with paint. Like I said, it's going to get repainted. You all know that. But you guys know time and time again, paint's going to get redone on him. It's just trying to find the right time to actually do it. One of the same color. Yes, this hood is temporarily satin black finish. It's dusty right now. You can see the difference. This is supposed to be the shined, kind of shinish, satinish finish. Supposed to be the satin finish on here. Sponsors, I would put the sponsors on this side as well as that side, because that's how that's supposed to be. That's why I have it like this. Still temporarily, because this is not the permanent hood. I decided to make my vents functional, so when the heat comes up and the engine gets turned on, it'll come out of here. Good for cooling, it's good for racing, and also the paint. So I spent about $800. So yeah, that's $800 for, I bought the stuff to stand, so that was here. That was about $100 bucks, so that's $900 bucks right there. And then next up is the lights. So I'm going to go with the halo lights. If you look and see, well, you can see the halo that's in them. They're like the halo lights that's in there. It's been a while. Let's say about $175 for onto the tent. One of the videos you can click up above there, tent. I would say, since it's so a while ago, because I have tent there, tent on my tail lights. They're all nice and trying to work the front lip and the whole body kit with the whole ground effects. Yeah, chipped there, but it's worth it. This is not supposed to be flat like that. This is actually supposed to be pushed out like that. There's a piece that goes behind it that makes it strong. It got broken, however I get it. But right now it wasn't on my to-do list, so that's why it's still like that. Things are pretty much done. That's on my to-do list. There's a rare piece. That is a rare piece. All around, and I'm going to tell you the price. Oh, how you see right there, it has that. See, it also has, I have marks in the back because I got to just everything will fall into place. You won't have that gap there. Part for this car because the bumper, it's rare. Many looking for this and find it, like just the part itself, and looked over 2 years and I finally have this piece. It took me 2 years. These are still right here. They're still right here. All the corners by itself. I didn't know that. It's a singular part. I thought this was all one thing. No, that comes in it too. And I paid $500 for all of that. Go anywhere else, slip by itself, I seen is $500. Those side pieces by each is $250. It's $250 to $500. That bumper I seen was $600. So the bumper is at a dealership. It's like $1,500. I paid $500 for that. Thing is also a rare part, just as much as the ground effects, but it's not as rare. Like how much I bought this? I'm $350. If you want to throw in shipping, it's $375. Makes the whole thing look complete. I think it's about time that we go inside of the car. The interior of the car is 100% stock. Eventually be selling these. Well, you'll find out later on in the future. Stock is the gauge cluster, so it was around $150, $160. And that's what I used for this one. That's what I decided to go with. This link above, you'll be able to see the video what I'm talking about. Ran me $200. I had to take out the old one, but you're sitting somewhere over there. Now this PCM costing $125. Retuned and redone and everything. Link is in the description. Your flash as well, so I guarantee you this will hit at 170 as is. I guarantee you this car will hit 170, 180 as is. Here, it's being $100 because the wiring that go along with everything. If I fuel filter, that cost me $150. The trunk, $500. On there, what I was told was as I was originally designing it to put twin turbos in here, 317 heads. So I put the 317 heads on, and I took these off. Well, I took the ones that came with it off and put the 317 ever. I won't ever do that again. When you pump, cost me another $150. Itself cost me $150 for working on things. $200 for the battery. It cost me $150 because, like I said, this was in here, and yeah, it's let's just say the outside looks a lot better than what it looks like on the inside. Piece on here is this one. Now that piece is cost me $65. Well, $65, actually $70. And it fits just fine. After a little modification, it fits just fine. That part is from my dear friend Kyle and his brother, his name Eric. And if you're watching, Eric, like I said, I keep a little piece of Kyle with us. I don't have the RIP Kyle sticker yet, and I want to get that. So Eric, hit me up if you're watching. But yeah, I'm getting a different trunk. How much money did we buy in wires? $350 in wires. And this is my jacket that, like I said, that goes with the car and matches the car. Like I said, it's a Chevy, the car. Now this is the part, literally, like on this whole section here, I spent about $5,000 by itself. Now, these are the ZL1. I have ZL1 rotors in all four corners. You can see one here, and on this side here. Last but not least, here as well. The ZL1 rotors on all, like all around. Now the price of that. Now that costs $700. $570 was the actual part, but shipping and handling, it cost you $700 for. Now there were a lot more expensive rotors that were out there. And they were a lot more cheaper out. Expensive double drilled and slotted rotors. I went with the Brembos, 4-piston Brembos. As you can see, from the thing, they are also all around. On the other round, I paid $1,000 for those. Wells and tires. He was like, oh, I paid. Well, I didn't do the Facebook Marketplace. I bought this way back when. It cost me $1,400. Was $700. The 9s were also $700. The whole kit, I got them separately. This is $700. Tires is $700 for the wheels, $1,400 for all of them. And you got the conversion. I forgot the name of that. Like I said, it's early in the morning. I don't remember the name. Part cost me $500 actually. In the previous video, how I talked about how this is a starter setup. The badging is there because the ZL1 supercharger is being put in here. The ZL1 rotors. And maybe the ZL1 calipers in the front. 6-piston. A good amount of ZL1 parts is in here. So which is why IRAC ZL1 is going to have merging ZL1 parts. It's going to have both. That's why it's the exhaust. Because I pieced it together. The axle back was $475. It's coming from where the cherry bombs are up to. I will get to the cherry bombs. But they still ran me each, so for both of them. And SLP Loudmouth 1, which that is in cat pack. Hello, SLP Loudmouth 1. The XL1 X pipe, that cost me another $450. The starter exhaust setup. Now, boys, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. You guys all have been waiting for this. We're going to look into the Harley Drag 4 marker. Anybody who has these 3rd gens know that these things snap, so I have to get a new one of those. This is already a new part. This part cost me $150 and it's already broken, so I got to spend another $150 to get a new one on. Both sides are broken. Well, I'm going to get underneath of here because I want to start here because I'm going to work my way to the engine bay. Now, the drive shaft. We're also working on behind the scenes, but the drive shaft cost me $750. Capable to withstand 750 foot-pounds of torque and 800 wheel horsepower. The brake kit conversion right here cost me $180 for the brake conversion. I got to get grade 8 bolts. So for right now, I got to get those, and they are $40 altogether. The exhaust hangers, 7 of them, and now like 4 of them are all missing. Additional $80. Screw you over with that shipping and handling stuff, don't they? Transmission, it's a nice 4-speed. It's a 4-speed manual. It's $1,000. Built to withstand 700 wheel. Get into the meat potatoes of the video. The engine bay. Money was invested in here. Car itself was $1,100. Putting it on the trailer and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say I bought this car for $1,350. Just with the harness first. Cost me $1,000. It was a plug and play because if you click up the card above, the CD that I made, it was just it just wasn't working. So to this guy and thought that, well, there was a lot of things that was kind of messed up on it, but I had to help myself. I don't know. Anyway, I had to take advantage of this opportunity, and I actually had to learn on my own, so you gotta learn sometime. And that cost a flex fuel sensor cost me $500, as well as the lines for EA5 injectors. They cost me $350. $350. I bought these a while ago. Pound injectors, E85 compatible. The coil packs, the MSD coil packs I got for $800, and they're a lot cheaper than what I paid for. Now they're $700, but I paid catch can. I paid $110, $115. Fuel pressure gauge thingy, that cost me $50. Cost me $100. Well, the fuel rail cost me $50, but with shipping, they raked me in the shipping. $50 extra in shipping. Don't know why, but Nick Williams 102 throttle body, I paid $150 for. Well, that's for the. I paid $40, well, $50 for that pump. The water pump and all that stuff I paid $175 for. The Corvette C6 I paid $250 for. The alternator I paid $215 for. Like this piece right here, the bracket there, I paid $108 for. And mind you, these are what I paid back then. They're cheaper now, but right there, that pump right there, I forgot the steering pump to pump into there. That cost me $100. Itself cost me $50. The lock or line cost me $100. The racing radiator, it cost me $350 because I needed something a little bit wider and it had dual fans, so it cost me $350 for both of those. Well, for the whole thing there. Oil cooler. Oil cooler costing another $300. With the lines and kit and everything else. The intake, this was $50. That was $50. So together that was $100. This is $150. At the 50/50, $150. It's $100, $250. But shipping came out to about $300. So let's just say $300 for the intake as well. Engine, I got a deal. Engine is an LS2. The engine came out of a 2000 Trailblazer SS. A whole bunch of truck parts, a whole bunch of truck accessories, and all that stuff off, and I just redid it. Friend helped me as well. Well, we're kind of talking again, but I'm gonna make a video on that in the future. We cleaned the heads, we sat it in, we dropped it in. Click up the link above. You can see us putting in the car. If you're going to watch that process of the engine being dropped into the car, click on that link and it'll greatly show you. It'll show you that whole process. For $1,800, I worked my way to $1,200. Renting the truck to get it, I paid $1,350 for all of it. Yeah, sorry, my thing keeps cutting off. I paid $1,350 for all of it, essentially. About $100. They got 1, 2, 3 hoses for like $40. Heater core that I have in there because I reinstalled the heater core. If that video, click up the link above as well. That's $200 for that part. You get the C6Z06 brake booster and master cylinder. $325 for C6Z06 brake booster and master cylinder. The entire application is C6Z06. The headers are the BBK long tube headers, and they cost me $750. Every single link that I'm talking about, they're all down in the description. 275, 280. I think that's inside of this engine cost me. There's hydraulic clutch that cost me $500, and you wire in it, pulls it like that. I don't want that. I want it. Plus, that wasn't fitting inside of this anyway from the beginning. So the thermostat housing cost me $45. This part here, that cost me, I think, $50. Totally forgot. The motor mounts cost me $175. There's one motor mount before that cost me like $60, but that was the wrong one. We got the good brand Holley the Holley LSX motor mounts, and that's what's in there. That's how much things cost me at the time. Those air intakes you see underneath of here, underneath the car, that one. Both of those together, they both cost me cold air inductions and cold air inductions in the future, but that's $500 and that's $500, and that'll be $1,000 on top of this. In the future, not now. And the head gaskets, medic head gaskets is 0.040 to bump up the compression. Both of those, when I bought them, they were $150 each. The labor that I paid for this to be put in there, which is also $1,000 on top. And the spare axle that I bought cost me $200. It's better to have something and not need it rather than need it and not have it. So the stake of the rotors that cost me $450. Wrap it up, but I'm going to edit this video up to this part. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna reshoot, and I'm gonna give you the conclusion of the price of how much I paid, and then I'm gonna close out for you guys. Might be the next day, but yeah, it'll be edited up. I forgot to mention those things each were $10, so I paid $20 for that total. TPS and IAC, I paid $50 for the AM fittings. That one, and there's some down there. All the fittings together was an additional $120. You guys can't see it down there, but the mini torque starter that's down there, I paid $200 for. And the bolts for the transmission, I paid $100 for. The transmission, the flex plate, all of that stuff, $100 all. Like an additional $40 within tape. Very, very good tape and good qualities, and I've heard good reviews from that tape, and it's electrical and it's thermal. Also forgot to mention, when I did the video on the rotation, when I was doing I was on the back of the engine, $150 because I got the whole entire kit. The barbell, oh my gosh. With that being said, tally it up. How much was all this? How much did it cost to get Dragon? How much does it cost to make your own Dragon ZL1? $24,000, guys. $24,000. That's how much I had spent for Dragon. $24,000. So, in case anybody wants to be like, well, your car is only worth, I'd buy your car for $1,000. Excuse my language, you can kiss my ass. Please. I'm not going a foot lower than 24. Well, 25. Because there's things coming for this one. Like I said, the LS8 engine's coming in, but I'm still modding this. So roundabout, still right now, from what I'm thinking in the back of my head, it'll put it at 25k for Dragon ZL1. It should be right around 550 horsepower, 550, 575, and the torque is probably around like 490, probably 500. Well, I'm almost aiming for the stars. It should be around 530, 540 foot-pounds of torque. So with that being said, guys, if you are stopping it for the first time, please like, subscribe, comment down below. If you want to get a notification when a video comes out, please guys hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever my video comes out. I'm in my work on car outfit right now. That's why I look sturdy. There's something that happened. I am working behind the scenes. I'm not going to film any of that. However, I will talk about it in the video coming up soon. It'll be a talking video. Yeah. So that's how much it costs to make your own 3rd Gen ZL1. Like I said, it's gonna be Right now, with what I'm thinking, if you want to throw in the 6.2 and stuff like that, it's going to be about 30 grand. But yeah, plus not to mention the tune dials and all that other stuff. So with that being said, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for Dragon01, the multi-channel, and my channel as well. So keep it TZ all the way to the end, guys. Take care and have a great day.